Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm bringing you guys a story time video because I've been reading my comments and you guys like me talking to you guys, like you guys are my homegirls because you is my homegirls. So today I'm going to talk to you guys and let you guys know a little bit about Cheeseman, about when I was in high school, how little hoe I was, and yeah, I wasn't a hoe like sucking everybody's you know what, but I was kind of like out there, so let's just say that I was just a friendly person. So rewind, let's get a little backstory. I had this friend, let's say her name's Sylvia, and I had this guy friend, let's say his name was Hector. So Hector and Sylvia were my friends. We had math class together, which was 7th period, and then this is all gonna add up at the end, so that's why I'm telling you guys this. And then we had the 4th period, which was high school experience class, which is like preparing you to be an adult and how to keep your temper, like, you know, we had that class together too. And then we had 2nd period, which was PE. So 2nd period we had together, which is PE. 4th period we had together, which was high school experience. And then 7th, which was math class. And we went to the school where you would have 3 periods a day. No, I'm lying. I'm so lying, you guys. That's a different school. The school we went to, we had 7 periods a day. It was high school, and it was 9th through 12th grade. So at this time, I was 15 or 14, and I was a freshman in high school. And since we had all those classes together, so we would hang out, you know, we would see each other in the hallways, we'd be like, hey, we would talk and all this stuff. Like, it was fun to talk to each other. We were like part of the cool kids or whatever you want to say. Basically, a lot of people around the school knew us. That's how I want to say it. I don't know. But we basically were the party in our freaking classes. So I was really funny in high school, like, no lie. I liked having fun. I liked making fun of people. Not like bad bullying, but like I liked like haha, like, you know, like not fun bull, not like bad bullying, like making fun of you. Like, I loved laughing with people, laughing at people. Like, my high school, the short years of high school that I had were amazing. So basically, I was that kid that knew everybody that said hi, and I didn't care. And that time when I was in high school, there was gangs, there was sur and there was nortes. So I would talk to both. I wasn't really like anything. I really just, ugh, lipstick is starting to get nasty. But I was really just that kid in high school that I didn't like fights. I didn't look for fights like that. Yeah, I've been in fights, but I didn't look for them. But when they looked for me, they would find me. So you know what I mean? Si me buscas, me vas a encontrar. I just want to say, sorry if I cough a lot in this video. It's just, I just got better from a sore throat. So when I get short out of air or something, I cough because I don't know why. But yeah, so that's just a little background story. We were friends, me, Hector, and Sylvia. We were friends. We would talk to each other. We weren't best of friends, but me and Sylvia would talk a lot because we had a lot of periods together. Obviously, we would talk about boys together and all this stuff. So also in our my PE class, I had a class. My PE class, I had this guy that the first day of high school got at me. And if you know who you are, what's up? We still cool. And got at me, and we ended up dating. And like, it was just a bad thing between me and him. Like, I don't even know what we would like. I don't know if it was me that was just obsessive or what it was, but we were on and off. It was just, oh my god, it was ridiculous. Like, we would fight like if we were married. But I had 4th period with this guy. I'm gonna call him Tom. So I had 4th period with Tom, and then Tom's friend, which was, let's call him Robert. I don't know, I'm just getting these names out of everywhere. Hopefully I can remember everybody's names. So he had this friend Robert, and Robert had 4th period with me, and Robert hated Hector. So Robert and Hector did not get along because they were from different sides of, like, you know, the color wheel, like, if you know what I mean. So they didn't talk to each other, and I was dating, at the time, I was dating Tom, and Tom was best friends with, what did I name him? Robert. So I liked Tom a lot, but I liked Robert more. But then I liked Hector more. So I was like all over the place, and I knew I couldn't date Robert because my best friend was in love with Robert. So, well, in love, you know, high school, whatever. She really liked Robert, so I know Robert was off limits because she was pursuing him, so I wasn't gonna like get involved in all that. But I remember getting out of the thing. That's like a whole different story. But at the time, I was dating Tom, and me and Tom would fight and break up, get back together and break up. My mom did not know about this because I wasn't allowed to date. Oh my god. But one day I went to school. My hair would always be curly. My hair was super curly up to my butt. I would just scrunch it up, put so much mousse, so much hairspray, so much gel to have it like where you would go like this. It would not fall back down, and you could like crunch it and you could hear it crunch, you know? So I would always wear my hair like that, and my bangs were always straight, and I always had like a little headband right here. Whatever color undershirt I was wearing on top of my shirt, that was the color of my headband. Oh my god, I had all color hoops, you guys. If I wear, okay, this is how I would wear dress. This is how I would dress. So if I wear a white V-neck, under my white V-neck, I would wear a colored tank top. So whatever colored tank top I would wear, my hoops would be the same color, and then my little headband thingy would be the same color. So I'm gonna try to find a picture, insert it for you guys. Oh my god, I thought it was the cutest little thing. So my little squad of girls, my best friends, we would all wear the same color. I don't even know why I was going to school, because honestly I would not focus in school. I was just focusing on some classes, but here I am off the thing again. So we would go on and off and all this stuff. So this one day, I didn't wear my hairband. I wore my hair straight, and it was like, my hair when it was straight, it wasn't actually like fully freaking straight, because I could not straighten this long ass hair by myself. So it was kind of like puffy, and my friends like put baby oil in it. So I would straighten my hair with the curly iron, you guys. Do you remember those curly irons where you clip them and you go like this, like you curl them up? Well, I would just put my hair between the curly iron and just go like this. I know, ridiculous, just ruining my hair, but that's how I would straighten my hair. So this specific day, I was late to school, so I made it to second period, which was PE, and my hair was straightened, and I was like telling them like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go change or whatever. They were like, yeah, go change. So I went to the locker room to go change because I was late. I was always late, because that's just a different story why I was always late. But I was always late to school. So I went to my second period, and Hector was just sitting there waiting for Sylvia to come out of the dressing room. So we had lockers, and then our lockers where we had our perfume and everything. So we had lockers at this high school. So she was changing, and I was barely going in. She's like, hey girl, like whatever. But me and Sylvia, that's like a whole different story. We weren't that cool like that, because she was dating Hector, but she knew Hector had a thing for me. So when I got them together, like I was their note carrier like a dumbass, like because I was her friend and his friend, so she liked him, so I like let him know like what's up, you know. So they got together. This was like they were fresh like a week together, and she was just, I don't know what she was doing. She wore contacts. I think she was putting like her contacts off, taking off her glasses and putting contacts. I don't know what she was doing, but I happened to come out of the dressing room first, the locker room. So he was just waiting there. So he was like, hey, what's up? Like, you know, like just talking to me. And he was like, you look really cute, like with your hair straight, like trying to get at me. So I was like, oh, thank you, you know, like thinking I was all cute because I knew I looked cute with my straight hair, because I would like get more looks when I had my straight hair than when I had my curly hair. And straight hair in high school was everything, and so was crunchy hair, you know, scrunch. So he was like, you should sit on my lap. And let me tell you, Hector was a player. He would play so many girls. He went through so many girls, broke so many girls' heart, and all this shit. And I was the one that was always like, I'm not gonna fall for it. I'm not gonna like fall for it. Da, da, da. And you know, I was waiting. When I was going out of the locker room, he was waiting for it. I was gonna go with my boyfriend at the time, which I was dating, Tom, and Tom had PE with us. So, you know, it was Tom. It was just like so many different friends in one group. Like it's so hard for you to be the main friend of like everybody, because then not everybody likes each other in high school, you know. So Tom wasn't kidding out, so I was like, you know, I'm not gonna stand by myself and look like an idiot, because you know in high school that was the thing. You would wait for people, you would never be by yourself. So me and what's his name was talking, like he was like trying to get at me and all that, and just all this stuff. Like, no, don't talk to me like that. You're with her and we're friends, and I don't got time for it, and I have a boyfriend, you know. It's just our thing is not gonna work. Like, we're with somebody different. We're all dating. You're dating my friend. I'm dating him, and I'm friends with him and his friends, and I'm friends. Like, it was just, I don't know how to explain it. It would have to be a whole different story time. So he was like, come on, I like you, da da da. Like, he's the one that was pursuing me, and I wasn't trying to pursue him. Like, she was with him and all that, and I all respects to her and everything. Like, I never tried to get at him. Like, yeah, I thought he was like cute and everything, and I honestly liked him more than the guy I was dating, but I wasn't gonna, like, you know, you don't like someone in high school, just the fact of someone telling you no makes you want to do it. I don't know if that's the same thing when that happened with you guys, but when they told me no, like, you can't date him or he's with her, it made me want to pursue the person more. It's just the thing of what could have happened if he was with me or I was with him, you know? It was just that, I don't know if I'm the same, but I should never put this lip gloss on. It's shit. But yeah, so then she came out and she's like, what are you guys doing here by yourself? Da 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 da. And I'm like, nothing, we were just waiting for you. And he was like, doesn't she look good with her straight hair? Like, no lies, like, on God. And she was like, yeah, she looks different, da da. Like, nothing, she wasn't thinking nothing of it. She was just like, looking at me like, like, bitch, move, you know, like, go somewhere with your life. So she was looking at me like, what are you doing, like, by yourself with him, you know? So I was like, okay, you guys, bye. And this day we were running the mile. So then I just went over there. I saw Tom come out with Robert, so I went over there with them, and I would always hang out with them. And then there was this other girl. What was her name? I don't remember her name, but I don't even remember how she looks like. But there was this guy that Robert would always, like, talk to, and, like, she liked him a lot, and, like, he was my best friend, like, my boy best friend. So so I would just get, like, so mad when he would talk to her because she was a hoe, and I didn't want him to talk to her. So in high school, it's just like you have so many feelings for so many people you don't know. You're just trying to figure out yourself still, so it's really hard, you know. So after we went to go out to run the mile, we would all wear the same thing, the shorts with the loose shirt, and we went to run the mile. I was with Tom and Robert and this other guy, and we were just hanging out, you know, like, his guy friends respected me because I was dating him. I think we dated, like, on and off for 3 months. In high school, 3 months is a lot, like, shit. So, like, we were just talking, whatever, and Hector kept on calling me. Like, he was walking with Sylvia, and he kept on calling me. So they were like, why is he calling you? Like, what the hell? Like, he's with his girlfriend. Like, they didn't like him, so, and he didn't like them. So I was, like, in between both of them, you know? So I was like, I don't know. Like, I was sitting with him earlier, like, just waiting for Sylvia because he didn't want to be by himself, and he was just talking to me, you know? And Tom was looking at me like, what the fuck are you doing talking to other dudes, you know? So I was like, I wasn't even talking to him like that, like, calm down. Like, this is why we would always fight, because we were so, like, I don't think we liked each other, but we were always jealous of each other. Like, I don't know how to explain it, because I knew, like, now that I think back at it and the things he did to me and things I did to him, we didn't like each other. We were just with each other, if I explain myself. So after that, so he got mad at me. He was like, what are you talking to him for? Like, da da da. And I was like, it's not even like that. Like, we're friends. Like, we have so many classes together. Maybe he's talking to me about a different class. Like, we were just talking like that. And then Robert's like, yeah, what the fuck are you doing talking to him? Like, he's not a part of our group. So then the boys got mad at me and they left me. So I was like, whatever. And then Hector comes up running behind me. And he was like, oh, they left her by herself. What happened? Da da da. And all this. And then he was like, you know what? I really, like, he was really trying to be with me, you guys. He was like, Sylvia's really getting on my nerves, da da da, like, I don't want to be with her, all this stuff, like, you know, me and you were cool, we have fun with each other when we're with each other. Like, the way we would walk home would be the same way he would walk home, and everybody else would go, like, the opposite way. So we would have, like, conversations, we would laugh and all this stuff. So, oh my god, I said her name. But yeah, so he was like, you know, like, we would be a better fit than me and her. Like, I don't know why we're together. Like, I don't know why you made me pursue her. Like, I don't like her like that. All this stuff. So I was like, I don't know, you know, like that's you guys and I don't care. So we were together, and then Sylvia came, and she was like, why are you guys always together? Like, she didn't say that, but she was like looking at me like, bitch, like, what are you doing with my man, you know? So her contact had fell out, and I was like, hey, your contact fell out. And I was like, you only have one. So she had one green eye and one freaking regular eye. And she was like, oh my god. And this girl, let me tell you guys, she would say she wore contacts because she couldn't see. But her freaking eyes were never green. Ugh. So he was like, oh my god, babe, like whatever, where is it at? I'll help you find it. He was like, I'll talk to you later. And then I was like, yeah, whatever. So then the bell rang, thank God, like the bell rang, and then Tom came back. He was like, I'm sorry. Like, Robert talked to me, said I was exaggerating and all this. And I was like, yeah, whatever. So he was like, so are we gonna have lunch together? And I was like, yeah, we're gonna have lunch together. So then we go to lunch, whatever. He walks me to my 4th period class. 3rd period pass, and nothing happened because I don't have class with nobody, so it was just whatever. And then he came to pick me up, and then he would walk me to my 4th period class and leave me there. And yeah, give me my hug and my kiss and whatever, and he would leave. So we would get 2 15-minute breaks and a 30-minute lunch. And that was it, and 3 minutes to get in between each class with 2 bell rings. So, he took me to my 4th period class, and I had Sylvia, and then I had Robert, and I had Hector in that class. My seat was right next to Hector's, because when we started the year, that's how we were seated because of our last names at the time. So he was like, hey, I'm gonna break up with Sylvia. And I was like, why? And Sylvia was like across the room, like she was all the way on the opposite side of the room. And oh my god, you guys, she was just looking at me the whole time. Like, I feel like she knew something was up. And you know, when you're in high school, you feel like your instincts, they're always right. They're gonna be right most of the time. So I was like, why? Like, no. And then at this time, Robert just was like, what the fuck are you doing talking to him? What are you doing talking? Like, he would sit behind me, so he would kick my chair. And I always feel like, when I was friends with these guys, I would feel like they were more drama sometimes than girls were sometimes. Because I feel like when you're a friend to a girl, you're more protective over the girl. So I feel like they were brothers in a kind of type of way, you know what I mean? So he passed me a note, and he was like, I'm gonna tell Tom you're talking to him if you don't stop talking to him. So I'm like trying to like ignore the guy next to me and not talk to him because I don't want to ruin my relationship. Like, you know, it was just all over the place. So then afterwards, freaking Robert goes and snitches to Tom that what's his name and me were talking through the whole class. So again, Tom is mad at me. So we're arguing, and I was like, you know what, I can't do this. Like, you're always mad, like, you always believe other people, like, da-da-da. Half the time other people said was true. So I was like, you're always believing other people, like, being a drama queen. Like, don't even walk me to my next class. Don't come pick me up for my next class. Don't come see me after school. Like, we're done. Like, you're just irritating me. I didn't say we're done, but I'm like, you know what, whatever. Believe whoever you want. I was acting like the victim. So, yeah. So then all these other periods come, and then we're in 7th period, you guys. So when we're in 7th period... Whoa, Mo said his name. So when we were in 7th period, Hector passes me a note, and he said, I'm gonna break up with her right now. So the way math class was set up, it was just in those individual desks, and it was me, Hector, and Sylvia. So he passed me a note, and I think Sylvia probably knew. I don't know what they were doing. I don't freaking care to know anymore. But he passes her the note, and he passes me the note, and I just didn't reply, whatever. And then what had happened was he passed her the note, and then the teacher saw it, and he was like, you know what, Hector, it's so many times you and her passed notes back and forth, not me and him, but him and his girlfriend. So she was like, you have to move seats, or she's gonna move seats. She was like, I'll just move seats, da-da-da. Like, he would get in trouble all the time, and she would take the fault for it. Like, it was so stupid. Like, I understand he's your boyfriend, but girl, you're getting in trouble for him, like, all the time. Like, calm down. So, yeah, when we came out of class, she came up to me and she was crying. She was like, Hector just broke up with me, da-da-da. And we weren't best friends. We weren't even friends like that. We were just friends because we had classes together. You know what I mean? Basically, just former classmates. That's it. We're just classmates. And I was like, it's gonna be okay, da da da. Like, don't worry about it, and all this stuff. She was like, oh my god, like, I can't believe it, and all this stuff. And it was just all over the place. She was crying, and I feel bad for the girl, you know. But me and her had so many issues. Like, it's not even funny. Like, like, I'll tell you guys a different story time if you guys want to know. But so what had happened was, her bus stop where the girl would go, where Sylvia would go to go home, was on the way, the path that me and him would walk home. So he would always walk up to the bus stop, you know, and he would always like catch up to me, or I would catch up to him, because we would walk home alone, you know, so we would just get together and walk home together. So I walked her to her bus stop because she was crying. It was right after 7th period. And I saw Tom, but we didn't even say bye or whatever. He was talking to another girl already. So I was like, okay, whatever. Like, I don't care. Whatever, I'm like over him. Like, I really didn't even like him like that, but you know, we were dating or whatever. So Robert comes up to me. He was like, are you gonna walk home today? And I was like, yeah. He was like, my parents could take you. And I was like, no, it's fine. Like, no, like I wasn't saying no because I didn't want him to take me, but I would say no because my mom would not allow someone else to take me home, like a boy's parents, you know, because then it just looks wrong, you know, to a parent's perspective. So I was like, no, it's fine. He was like, okay, well, I'll see you tomorrow. He hugged me. He was like, te cuidas, da da da. Like, I had a crush on him for the longest time, way before I knew my friend liked him. My best friend liked him, but I couldn't date him because she liked him, you know? So after that, I left her at the bus. I was like, it's gonna be okay, da da. She was like, I know you walk with him home. Can you talk to him, da da da. She was just telling me that after I left Sylvia at the bus. I was like, can you please just talk to him? Like, I love him and all this stuff. And I know you guys walk home together and all this. So, like, basically the guy was talking to me about me to her. Like, you know, like, he really liked me. So, well, high school, I don't know. So I was like, yeah, I'll talk to him for you, da da da. So she was like, okay, thank you. And then she left, and then I started walking home, and he was behind me, but I was trying to walk. So I was like, you know what? I don't want to get involved in this. It was just too much. So then he came up to me. He was like, hey, so I broke up with her. I broke up with Sylvia. So what's up with me and you? Da da da. Like, you know, I really like you. And it's weird that he liked me out of nowhere because I had straight hair. Like, I don't understand if he just liked me before or he just started to like me. I don't know. But oh my god, you guys. We walked home and me like the stupid I walked home with him. You know what? When you're in high school and someone talks to you a certain way and you're talking to them and you're just goofing around, you start getting crushes. So he was like playing with my hair, and I remember he had a pocket knife. I don't even know why he had a pocket knife, but I'm like, you know what? You don't need this. And he was like kind of a little badass in school and a player and all this. So he had the part of the the blade in his hand, and we were playing around already, like talking, like the way our school from our house, a walk was like literally 20 minutes long. Saying our house, well, my house is like 20-minute walk, and then he still kept on walking after he dropped me off. Oh yeah, I forgot to say that he would always like drop me off in the corner by my house, like all the time, because his grandma's house was like right there. So you guys, I pulled a knife out of his hand and it cut his hand, and I felt so bad. Like, I felt so bad. Like, I was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. He was like, it's okay. Like, I would die for you. And I'm like, yeah. No. We're in high school. Calm down. But at the time, I was like, oh my god. Like, it's so cute. He was like, yeah, I cut his hand. And then I remember my dumbass took off my sock to freaking put it on his hand. Oh my god. Oh my god. So, yeah. And then we were just walking home and all this stuff, and he was like, yeah, so why are you with Tom? Like, he's so jealous. Like, you guys are always fighting. Like, what are you guys doing together? I'm like, yeah, me and him are not together. We broke up earlier today. He was like, oh my god, da da da. Like, basically it was like meant to be in his head. And then he was like, okay. And then I got to like the corner of my house, and he was like, okay, bye. Like, I'll see you tomorrow. Like, do you want to walk to school? And I'm like, no. Like, my mom takes me to school, and I'm not just going to get out of nowhere and be like, hey, mom, I want to walk to school today. So I was like, no, I'll see you tomorrow at school. So he waited for me in front of the school, and I got off the car, and he was like, hey. And I was like, hey, like, you know. So we ended up walking to the school together. My mom didn't think nothing of it because she knew I had guy friends, because when I turned 15, I invited all my guy friends. One of them was my boyfriend at the time, but it was Tom, and I invited them and all that, and I just told him my guy friend and my girlfriends came, so it wasn't so weird. So the next day at school, she came up to me. She was like, "Did you talk to him? Sylvia comes up to me, and she's like, "Did you talk to him? Did you talk to him?" And I was like, "Yeah, we didn't walk home together. Like, no, I didn't talk to him. Da da da." She was like, "Oh my god, this and that. Like, I just told you to do one thing." Like, she flipped like so fast. And I'm like, you know what? That's between you and him. Your guys' issues. That's nothing to do with me. So you can fix it with him because I'm not gonna help you. You know, like I don't want any part of it. So second period comes around, and this time I got to school early, so he was waiting for me at the locker room. Like, she came out first, and then I came out, and he was waiting there for me. He was like, "So we're gonna be gym partners," because every day we would get into partners of 2 or 3 or 4. So I was like, yeah, whatever, like, let's be gym partners, I don't care. So we were gym partners, and Tom comes up to me. He was like, "Can I talk to you?" And I was like, "No." Because I already knew how it was going to go. We would break up, get back together, break up, get back together. And I was like, no, like, we're not talking. So Robert came, and he was like, "Really, Christina? Like, you're going to do this to us? Like, da-da-da." And, like, you know what? I was just so tired of them always trying to boss me. Like, I felt like because they thought they were, like, little cholos, they could talk to me the way they wanted to talk to me. And I was, like, not having it. So I was like, no, like, I have my gym partner, like, right now, and then I'll talk to you guys at lunch. And they were, like, pissed, you guys. Like, they were so mad. They didn't even talk to me for the rest of the other periods we had together. For the rest of the day, they didn't even talk to me. Like, they weren't even our hangout spot, because they probably were like, "Oh, she knows where we're going to be hanging out after school, and she's going to come to us, so deuces, we're not talking to you." So he was like, "Whatever, forget them. Like, they're hella stupid." Like, and he didn't like them. Like, Hector did not like Tom and Robert, like, at all. So he was like, "Fuck them, like, da da da, they're fucking douchebags, they're losers, they're just jealous," and all this stuff. And I was like, dude, like, no, like, we just broke up yesterday, like, calm down. So I think when I was dating Tom, I felt like I was dating all his little group of friends, because they would snitch on me all the time. Like, "Oh, she said hi to this guy. She's," you know, the high school thing, like, "Oh, where's my hug?" And you would hug them. So it was that kind of thing in high school still. So they would just snitch on me all the time. And I had these red leopard pants. Oh my fucking god. They would make the biggest deal out of them when I would wear them, because they were cholos. So they would not let me wear red leopard pants. Like, I was like, calm the fuck down, you know? But yeah, it was just, oh my god. So fourth period came along, and what's his name didn't talk to me. Robert didn't talk to me. He sat right behind me. He didn't talk to me. And then what's his name sat right next to me. He was like passing me notes. And at this time, you guys, I'm not even gonna lie, we were already flirting. Like, I thought or whatever. Well, no, I did like him already, like, a lot. I liked him more than the guy I was dating at the time. So we were passing notes, and Sylvia the whole time just staring at me. And this time, I really didn't care anymore. I was like, whatever, the way you came at me sideways, you can deal with your issues and your heartbreak in your own time. Like, girl, I don't care. So 7th period rolls around, and what's her name was like, "So I see you guys are talking." And I was like, "Yeah, we're friends, and we've been friends. Like, I just kept my distance from him because you were dating him, and he was my friend before you were dating him. So, like, calm down, girl. Like, you know, like, calm down." So then we were still passing notes. The teacher caught him passing notes, and she was like, "Well, what's so important that you guys are, like, passing notes to each other, you know?" It was a piece of binder paper, so the first note was up there. Like, all the notes were the same paper we were passing back and forth. So he sat behind me in math class, and my teacher, I remember, she took the note. She was like, "So what's so important you guys are talking about?" So she opened up the paper, and then she was like, "Oh, the last comment is da-da-da." She read it out loud. So I thought that was so immature of the teacher. Like, it was so immature for me to be writing notes, but it was so immature for her to read it out loud. So she read it, and the last line he had asked is like, "Will you be my girlfriend? Like, will you go out with me?" or something like that. Everybody's like, "Oh, like, whatever," and all this, because they already know me and him, like, had a thing for each other, but we wouldn't, like, pursue each other for the same reason we were dating other people. So I'm talking like if we were older, but, you know, like, I feel like I've always been mature, and I really liked him. So after that, Sylvia looked at me like she wanted to kill me. She was like, "Fuck you and you, da da da, fuck you guys." But me and her have, like, drama from the past, so if you guys want to know, let me know. And I'll tell you guys, like, I have videos 3 times a week, so let me know. Just let me know. So he was like hitting on the fucking back of my chair. And so that didn't stop me from writing a note back, and I said yes. I was like, I'll go out with you. So then we were fine, and then when we got out of math class, we were holding hands, and we were just dating. I walked right across Tom holding his hand and all this stuff, and I already know what they were thinking. And my best friend was like, ew, like, you're dating him, like, he's a player, da-da-da. And I'm like, you guys, let me be. Like, I feel like I had so many parents, like, I wasn't able to enjoy my high school years. So we walked home every day. We dated for a full month, no fights, everything. I would have lunch with him. I stopped having lunch with my best friend. I would have lunch with him and his friends. And he had girlfriends and he had boyfriends, like boys and girls that are friends. And I would just, you know, they welcomed me and there was not that much drama. Yeah, I wouldn't understand half the slang they would say because I would not understand half the shit they would say. So we were always hugging and stuff like that and always together. It was cool. It was a month, and a month is a long time in high school. So I remember we would talk on the phone all the time, you guys. When I would get home, like, he would drop me off in the corner, or sometimes he would just like, hey, can you walk by yourself? I'm gonna go to my grandma's house. And I was like, yeah, whatever. So a month had passed, and I noticed he started getting weird. So I was like, what's wrong? Like, we've been okay. And he was like, nothing. We were on the phone, and he was like, nothing, I just feel some type of way and I have to tell you about it. And I was like, what's wrong? And he was like, oh, this mother gonna lie to me. I'd be like, my mom, you know, my dad are leaving each other. They were leaving each other, like they were divorcing, and I'm moving with my mom somewhere else far away. We're not gonna be able to see each other anymore, all this stuff. So I was like, oh, like, we could still talk, like, we could still make it work. You know, I'll be 16 in a couple months, you'll be 17, and all this stuff. So he was like, no, we're not gonna do it like that. Like, we can't be together anymore, and all this stuff. So I was really pissed the fuck off. I was really mad, you guys, because I really liked this dude and all this stuff, and I was fucking pissed. Like, you guys, fucking pissed. So wrap it up. All this time passes, and a month passes, and he doesn't fucking move. So we're not together. And I noticed he started talking to Sylvia again. So I wasn't a hoe enough for him, so he had to go with Sylvia. If you guys know what I mean, they got involved. If you guys know what I mean, they got involved, because when I would go walking with him, yeah, we would kiss and like almost get to the point of doing shit, but we wouldn't do shit because I had my fucking spot. I would have respect for myself, and I didn't do shit with him, you know? So this idiot is gonna go get involved with her, if you guys know what I mean. So they started talking, and since I wasn't giving it up, he wanted it, and I wasn't giving it, so he went to go look for it. So I was like, whatever, I'm better than him, better than that, and all this stuff. And yeah, so after he went and got his little one night stand, whatever the fuck they did, he comes back and wants to be back with me, and I'm like, you know what, fuck you, no. So then Sylvia's bitch ass wants to be trying to be cool with me and all this stuff, and she was like, no, she wasn't being cool with me. She was just like walking around like, I slept with your man, bitch, like that, you know. So I was like, whatever, bitch, like, I could sleep with him if I want to tonight. Like, I don't give a fuck, you know. I was hurt. I was that high schooler that I was like, fuck you and you and you, fuck all of you guys. I was so hurt. So 7th period came around. This is a month and a couple weeks, or a month and a couple days, I don't know. And sorry, I heard my chicken. And this fool is like, come on, let's get back together. Like, he was like just begging us to be back together. So you know what? We got back together. I'm not even gonna lie. We got back together. We were together for like 2 weeks, a week, maybe like 3 days. I don't fucking know. But Sylvia was pissed off. And on one of these days, just this day happened that she was like, yeah, I'm gonna beat her ass. I'm gonna beat her ass. Da, da, da. Like, she was really fucking pissed. Like, she probably thought if she spread them wings, he was gonna be with her. Girl, no. He still came back for me because he, you know what? Since I didn't give it to him, he still wanted to be with me because he probably still thought he was gonna get some. So, I'm just gonna let you guys know, that day, me and Sylvia fought. We fought. If you guys want to know what happens after that, go ahead and let me know, because we fought. So I'll have it pre-recorded, so when you guys tell me to upload it, I will be uploading it. So yeah, bye guys, thank you for watching. If you guys want to see the part 2 of this video, let me know, because this video is already 30 minutes long and that's too long. So let me go ahead and let you guys go. Tell me if you guys want to see the part 2. If I see your guys' comments, go to Snapchat, just freaking blow me up and I will publicize it for y'all. Okay, love you guys so much. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Say you're sorry.